Want to find out how to use attribute points in Cyberpunk 2077? How do they work, and an extensive guide of what you should be considering when using them? Let's go ahead and talk about attributes today. This is LaserBolt, and welcome to today's video, guys. Today, you guys have no idea how many comments I've been getting on the channel on how do you use your attribute points in Cyberpunk 2077. So I decided to make a guide, a complete guide showing you guys how attributes work, what's the maximum amount of attributes you could use, what's the maximum amount of attributes you need to actually level a complete attribute section, and how you go about using them. So if you feel like this is going to be helpful, informative, do me a huge favor, guys, drop a like and drop a comment, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Cyberpunk 27 content. So to answer your quick question, a lot of you people are struggling how to use attribute points. To use attribute points, it's very simple. Every time you guys level up, you're going to get an attribute point. As you see right here on the left-hand side of my screen, I have one attribute point. So every time I level up, I'll have an attribute. So in order for me to use an attribute, if I'm on the Xbox, I hold down X, and that will use the attribute point on that specific section. So if you're on the PC, so let me get here in the PC. If you're on the PC, you hold down F and you use your attribute point that way. I know a lot of people have points but don't know how to use them. So for example, let's say I want to use, I want to use my attribute point on cool. I hold down F and it automatically uses my points. As you guys see right there, my point went from 1 to 0. So that's pretty much how you use the points. You just hover over the section right here and hold down the X or the F. And I believe on the PlayStation it's either square or X. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't played the game on the PlayStation at the current moment. So that is how you use attribute points. But attribute points are a little bit more complex than just using them. So technically, when you start the game, you are given 22 points. Out of these 22 points, you are given 7 free points to use for your liking. So basically, you start off with 15 points already assigned to each category. So there's 3 points on each category, and you're given 7 additional points, which gives you a total of 22 points to assign. I made a video on what are the best sections to apply those 7 points at in my video prior to this one, so you might want to check that out if you want to know, if you're starting off the game and want to know where should I apply those 7 points depending on my playstyle. Now, you start off with 22 points. After the 22 points, every single time you level up in the game, you will be given an additional point. Now remember, the max level you're able to reach in the game currently right now, as of September 12th, is level 50. So theoretically, you're given a total of 50 more points, which gives you a total of 72 points that you're able to get in total for you to distribute in your attribute points. Each column right here, so like the body, the reflex, technical ability, intelligence, and cool, are able to go to maximum of 20. So if you wanted to maximize all of these, you would have to do 20 here, 20 here, 20 here, that's 60, 20 here, that's 80, and 20 here, that's 100. But we don't have 100 points. We only have 72 points. And that's why it becomes very crucial to figure out where do you want to apply the points based on your playstyle. Now, this is going to be determining two things that are going to kind of be fundamental, determining where you should apply the points. So overall, in general, the rule of thumb is if you want to play solo, you're going to prefer one tree more than the other one. If you want to use melee weapons or mantis blades, you're going to want to prefer one tree more than the other one. If you want to go hacking, you're going to want to prefer one tree more than the other one. I don't want to stretch this video too long, so I'll have a separate video for each individual build on where you should spend each individual attribute points. That's why it's important for you guys to subscribe to the channel so you guys know exactly where to spend these points. In addition to that, every single time you level up, you will be getting a perk point. So the perk points are going to be fundamental to these individual columns. So think of it this way. Let me break it down in the most simplest fashion so you guys can get a better idea. And you guys could probably make your own decision and then, watch my other videos on what are the best perks, what's the best way to apply these. But theoretically speaking, your body, guys, your body is pretty much determines and affects your health and stamina. So you feel like you're going to need a lot of health and a lot of stamina, try to spend more points on body, than you would on another one. Then after that, guys, your reflex, that pretty much determines the overall movement speed and attack speed and evasion that your character will able to do when enemies attack you. So this is just pretty much how fast you're going to be moving in the game, how fast you respond to enemy attacks, that's pretty much your reflex. Your technical ability, it pretty much affects your armor total. So if you feel like you want to go for like a full-on tank build, you're probably going to want to spend a lot of points here. Now, intelligence is a very interesting one. This basically just improves your cyber deck RAM capacity, so that's extremely important. If you guys want to know how cyber deck capacity and RAM works, let me know and I'll definitely make a video on that, because like I said, I don't want to stretch this video too long, because I could go like on for an hour breaking this down, because this game is very complex on the way it was made. So, you know, I don't want to spend too much time with that. The last one we have, guys, is cool. This is going to pretty much determine your critical hit damage, damage resistance, and also your mono wire, and also it's also going to determine on how fast enemies are going to be able to detect you when you're playing stealthy. So if you want to get like, you know, you want to use guns and you want to go guns in blazing and you want to play stealthy, you probably want to spend a couple points here. So and theoretically speaking, if you don't want to hack in the game, you could theoretically kind of avoid this one and not spend any points here. Which I would suggest to kind of spend some points, because there are some really good ones that, you know, kind of disable cameras and, you know, that good stuff that will help you play stealthy. But you could probably not spend too many points here and spend the majority of your points here, which you could theoretically get 3 of these maxed out to, you know, to 60 and spend the rest on the other one. Like I said, I will have a breakdown video on what I believe the best distribution of points is in this game, so you guys can get a better idea of, you know, which ones you should spend the most points in. But theoretically, you get this to 20, you get this to 20, this to 20, and this one to 12. So that gives you a total of 72 points, but you probably won't have none here. So it's just a matter of balancing it out, but it all is going to be dependent on your type of build. Now, I have a question for you guys. If I want to know in the comment section below, what build video do you want to see first? I want to put together a couple build videos, like a solo build, a blade build, a shotgun build, sniper build. Any, you know, a build that you guys feel like you guys are really going to want to know. I'm going to leave the comments play out, and I'm going to see, like, on Sunday, I'm going to come back and check out which one got the most kind of comments on, and then we'll go ahead and go with that. So if you guys want to see videos on specific builds, make sure you guys drop a like. But overall, in general, guys, that's pretty much how attributes work in the game, how you're able to use them, and where you should probably be spending these attribute points in. Now, I know a question you guys are probably going to be asking, and I think it was a question I had when in the game. Can I go, after spending all those points, can I redistribute these points? Like, I say I come back and I'm like, man, I made a mistake. I should have probably put another point into body and I put it in intelligence. Can I reset these? Unfortunately, guys, you cannot reset these points as of right now. This is 12, 12, 20. As of right now, there is no option for you to reset this. I do hope that maybe in a future update, it will give you a way for you to purchase a mod so you can reset these points and distribute them accordingly to the way you want. But as of right now, there is no way to actually reset these. So make sure that when you put these points into the column you are putting them into, you make the correct choice, or else you're just probably going to have to make another character and go about it that way. Usually this game, what I feel like, play the first playthrough the way you want to play it, and then your second playthrough is when you really have to kind of boil down and determine where you want these points to be allocated to. But overall, in general, guys, that is how attributes work. If you guys would like to see a breakdown video and a complete guide on skills, I'll be more than happy to put that together for you guys. Right now, we're working on a best perk video. We're also working on the builds. We're also working on the best way to distribute the attributes. So a lot of videos coming your way, including our awesome new series, which is called Unique Weapons or Secret Weapons found in Cyberpunk 27. So definitely check out those videos. They're going to be live on the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.